Hi. I don't even know where to start this video. This video is going to be kind of like a heart to heart from one Russian to the other. I look like crap because I'm sad. I feel like a blank piece of paper. I'm not in my best mood. This news is very hard to just to process. It's still very hard. It's been a couple of days. I wanted to actually record something earlier, but I just couldn't because I started to cry, and I was like, ain't no way I'm gonna use this because I don't feel like crying in front of the camera. So I had to reschedule the whole thing. Anyway, long story short, in case you have been living under a rock, Arashi decided to come back as 5. They released a now infamous video on May 6th, and the 5 of them were there. The myth, the man, the legend, Ono Satoshi was there. The 5 were there. The 5 were there, and they decided to drop a bomb. They essentially told us, hey, you have 1 year with us, and afterwards the FC is going to be shutting down, and we're going to end our activities as Arashi. And so chaos just spread, because not gonna lie, if there is something we're good at as Arashians, is that whenever Arashi calls, we're there. And trust and believe we were there. Because as soon as the news spread, oh Lord, it was mayhem. It was chaos. Everyone went out of their hibernation phase, and we were all there, and we were all united once again. So I mean, it was kind of like a bittersweet ride. It was an emotional roller coaster because, oh my God, the 5 of them are there in front of my damn eyes. But at the same time, it was like, oh wait, it's actually not a good news. It is a very hard pill to swallow, because of course, I think it is a fact that we were all expecting this at some point, but not now, not this year. I feel like we were expecting this maybe in, I don't know, I don't even want to put a number because I don't know. We were all more like in the mindset, and I say we because I think like the majority of the fandom felt the same way. I feel like most people were like, okay, they're on hiatus, they're not shaking the booty, that's okay, they're taking a break. Ono is enjoying the fishes, and that's fine. And eventually they're gonna come back. Maybe they're not gonna have this tight schedule they used to have, but they're gonna come back bit by bit. They're gonna, have tours and this and that. We're gonna have new content, new music, etc., blah blah blah. And eventually, at some point, they were going to say, you know what, guys, the time has come because we're old and we cannot shake the booty anymore, so we want to take a break forever now. So I'm saying it like trying to joke around, but it is serious, okay? So I think that's kind of like the way we projected the whole thing, but not in this way, and definitely not this year. So it is very hard to process, and I think I can speak for everyone. We are all feeling numb because everyone is kind of like in a state of shock or denial, or somewhere in between. And in my case, I am the only Arashian in my country. one of my besties within the fandom, the I love you. My girl T is the only Arashian in freaking Madagascar. So there are many instances where there is only one Arashian per country, but we are over, like, everywhere. We are all over the world. In every corner we're there. There is one Arashian at least. So there might be, like, there might be a possibility, or there could be a possibility that somebody out there feels like they cannot relate to what the rest of the fandom is feeling, because maybe they enter the fandom like during hiatus, for example, or they enter the fandom like a couple of months before that, or maybe they have been with Arashi like since the Dark Ages, bro. Whatever, I don't know, but whatever the case might be, if you're not able to relate to whatever most of the people within the fandom are feeling, don't feel like your emotions are not valid. Whatever you're feeling is valid, whether you're feeling angry, anxious, depressed, frustrated, happy, whether you feel like how cool we got to see Ono again, but this is bittersweet. Whatever the heck you're feeling, it's valid. And this is the reason why I wanted to make this video, because I feel like maybe you are the only Arashian in your country and you don't have a soul who can understand what you're feeling right now. So I just want to say that maybe if you feel the need to, let it out, just write it. Write it on Twitter. Somebody's going to read it. The algo, it's functioning right now because everyone is talking about Arashi, so we're going to be able to see it. Somebody's going to be able to see it. Somebody's going to retweet it. Whatever the case might be, it might get to an Arashian. And that person or whoever sees this, it's going to, comment on it. And you're gonna feel like you're not alone, right? I don't know if that makes sense because I feel like I'm rambling. But anyway, point is that I feel that you don't need to compare what you're feeling to what the rest of the fandom is feeling or the majority of the fandom is feeling, because everyone has their own way to channel their emotions, has their own way to project or convey what they're feeling. So whatever the heck you have on your mind, on your heart, it's fine. It's completely valid. And some of you might think, oh, how can you be angry? This is something they decided, right? After probably a gazillion brainstorm sessions. Well, getting to the realization that you're not going to be able to watch your favorite idol group because you're not a part of the fandom and you don't live in Japan, it's hard, and it is a very tough realization. So it's valid to feel angry because you're angry at the situation. You're not going to be able to see them ever in your life because this is it, right? So I feel like before judging whatever people are writing on Twitter or whatever they're sharing on YouTube, for example, or TikTok or whatever, I think you gotta think a little bit, sit down and think a little bit, what is the situation for the person on the other side of the screen or the person who wrote X comment. So if you're feeling that whatever you're saying doesn't match with what the rest of the fandom is saying, don't you worry, okay? It's fine. It's fine because everyone has their own way to express themselves or channel whatever the heck they're feeling. So, yeah, there's no need to feel like an outcast, for example, because I read a comment. Someone was saying, oh, I haven't been this long in the fandom, so I feel like I cannot thank Arashi the same way as the rest of the fandom. So don't feel that way. You know, this is kind of like a golden chance that you get to actually create those special memories with Arashi, right, and the rest of the fandom, if you interact with the rest of the fandom, right? So yeah. Now, I don't know, guys. I don't know if I'm missing something. I wrote it on Twitter, but I don't know why. Why did they create the Arashi Inc.? What is going to happen with Arashi Inc.? What is going to happen with that company? So I thought that's I got philosophical yesterday, guys. I was like, okay, I'm overthinking, but I'm gonna go ahead and write my feelings, okay? So I pretty much said, okay, maybe they are kind of giving they're giving closure to their Stato entertainment era. They're gonna give it a closure, and then in many years' time, maybe they're gonna come back as part of their own company, under their own company. So I thought, maybe that's the reason why they created the company, and maybe that's the reason why they said we're gonna end our activities as Arashi instead of we're gonna disband. I don't know. And this is the part that gets me a little bit, and really I want to grab the chancla and freaking flip-flop people, because they said we're gonna end our activities as Arashi. They did not say we're gonna disband. Apples and oranges, people. So I don't understand why there are so many news articles stating that they said they will disband. And I was like, okay, I gotta calm down. Cause it pisses me off. But anyway, it pisses me off, but whatever. I don't know why they decided to write disband over there. I don't know if they feel like it's similar. I have no clue. Okay? I have no clue. But just in case anyone is still wondering, they will not disband. They will end their activities as Arashi. Okay? There's that. A breathe. Anyway, so I don't know what is going to happen after spring 2026. Do I feel ready? No. Am I looking forward to it? Kind of, because I want to see what June is going to come out. I mean, June, you and I, you know, I love to dissect your concerts. It's kind of like a hobby of mine. I don't do it quite often. That was actually the idea for like the second part of this year. But given this news, I was like, okay, I think I gotta rethink the heck I want to do when it comes to Arashi, because I don't know anymore. Anyway, point is, I don't know what's going to happen after spring 2026, and I can only hope that they take into consideration the international side of the fandom, because we're everywhere, as I said, and I feel that if they decided to take this road, it would be such a bummer if they left out the international side of the fandom. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what the concert master is going to come out with, and how they're gonna make everything happen, right? Because planning a concert takes time. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a massive budget, and June is going to go all out. So I have faith that these 5 are going to have a lot more brainstorm sessions in order to take into consideration the international side of the fandom. There's that. And as I wrote it on X, but I'm gonna say it over here as well. I feel like this is your chance, if you have the money, if you're able to afford it, to join the FC, because that FC card is going to be like the biggest present that you can give to yourself, to be honest, if you are an Arashian, if you are an Arashi lover, right? And for some people, to be honest, for some people this might sound completely stupid. Like some people outside of the fandom who don't really understand are going to say like, oh, they're overreacting. What the heck? It's just an idol group and this and that. It's not the big deal. Well, let me tell you guys, it is the big deal, okay? There are people within fandoms in general that perhaps wanted to self-exit, and maybe they found a song that made them see the light at the end of the tunnel. And for many, when it comes to the Arashian fandom, for many, that has been the case. Maybe it was a whole album, maybe it was a concert that they watched, maybe it was just one song. But these 5 guys really just, I don't even know, I don't have the words to describe it. These guys are just amazing.
Arashi for dream ya.
I am pretty sure that they're aware of the impact that they have had on people, but the fact that they have remained humble through it all, that says a lot, bro. And I feel like that is what makes them extra special, and that is what makes them so likable. So I don't know, maybe the next time that you feel like someone is being stupid because they like a J idol group or a K-pop idol group, you should kind of rethink a little bit, because maybe there's a reason behind it, a greater reason behind it. So I don't feel like people should mock someone because they like a J-pop group. And after they end their activities, I don't know what's gonna happen with the rest of the fandom. The fact that we have united this week, we went out of our caves, and the fandom feels way more united than before. It's just beautiful. It makes it very bittersweet, but I feel like in our own ways we are making the most out of it. So that's it. It is very hard to process, but I feel like we're going to support each other. And if you feel like writing something in the comment section, go ahead and write it. I'm gonna read it. Maybe many Arashians will read it eventually. Maybe we'll get to other Arashians, I don't know. But yeah, there's that. The Arashi Airlines captain is sad, but we gotta enjoy the ride, right? We gotta make the most out of it, because this will be our year with Arashi. So I feel like we're gonna cancel our plans because we're gonna be very busy, okay? We're gonna be busy bees because Arashi is calling and we gotta be there. So anyway, whatever the future might hold with in the next couple of months, I feel like we're in for a treat. So yeah. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching the video if you watch it till the end. And Arashi for a dream. Woo! Bye.